tomorrow. Susan?
Sean Spicer is with me, and we're right in front of the stage just about 50 minutes before we get started tonight. Mr. Spicer, Steve went through the schedule for tonight, but what does the party hope will happen in this room tonight?
Tonight our theme is We Can Change It, and as Steve mentioned, there's an impressive lineup of governors and senators, Secretary Rice, and then ultimately our nominee for Vice President Paul Ryan. The idea will be to talk about the policies and the problems that we face and the solutions that our comeback team of Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan will put in place to get this economy and this country moving again.
A couple of specific questions. First of all, you've got a tribute to Congressman Paul and his son, Senator Paul, will be speaking. Now, there's been a little bit of dissension among the Paul supporters in the hall. How important is tonight's speech to bring those folks on board and make them feel good about the ticket for the fall?
I think going back to last week when we started our platform and started going through that, there were a lot of the Ron Paul folks that had been elected to the platform committee and to various other committees that help build our rules for going forward. They've been part of the process. I think that if you ask them by and far, they will tell you that they've been included. They feel that the process has been fair and that they've been very welcome into what's going on. Of course, they chose someone else in this race. They have a right to be here. We welcome this. I think we're all united going forward to elect Mitt Romney, and so we hope that that tonight they'll hear from Senator Paul and a tribute to his father, Dr. Paul, the congressman. But we want to walk out of here tonight 100% united by putting our comeback team in office this November.
Well, considering how close this election is looking to be with the polls,
yes.
How about the Ron Paul supporters outside of here, the ones that aren't in this room?
Right.
You need their votes in the fall.
Oh, we do. And I think that they'll all admit that the current administration is not living up to the promises that they gave us 4 years ago. We're hoping and we believe that they're going to join us. When you look at the polling data, one of the things that we find very encouraging is the level of intensity that our voters have out there. The people who are supporting this team by and far are saying we're highly enthusiastic to get out and vote in November. That's a very positive sign for us. As far as the folks that do support Congressman Paul, we think that these folks want their say here. They're going to be happy with being part of this program, being part of the process, and I think that we're going to walk out of here united and towards victory in November.
Now to the speech by Congressman Ryan tonight.
Yeah.
This congressman, unusual for a House member, has pretty high name recognition,
yes.
And people already have formed opinions. So how important is this speech tonight?
Well, I think that there's a difference. I think a lot of times they've seen him on the news. This is a chance to really hear from him, more than a 30-second soundbite or commercial, and to get to know who Paul Ryan is, his life story, how he was brought up, how determined he's been to really put the problems of this country at the forefront of his life and to put solutions going, out there. I think it is a really good opportunity to listen to him in his own words as to why he's so committed to doing this.
And let me ask you about your plans next week, because you told me you were on to Charlotte. What's that all about?
We're going to have a very robust operation in Charlotte to make sure that the other side is heard, if you will. When the Democrats go to Charlotte and do their thing, as they've tried to come here and do the same, we'll be there in force. We've got a really large team. Some of our top surrogates will be there, and we're really looking forward to making sure that the other side of the story is heard while they're trying to sell their message.
So what are the polls telling you about your success in messaging so far?
I think we've seen a lot of good polls, both nationally and in the battleground states. You look at a state like Wisconsin, Congressman Ryan's home state. That state was carried by 14 points in 2008 by now President Obama. We're neck and neck. Some of the polls has us up 3 or 4 points there. That's extremely encouraging when you look at adding Wisconsin to the map. That's a place that this administration is clearly on defense in. You look at a state like Iowa, we're up there. We're up in Florida. We're up in North Carolina. We're feeling really good about the battleground states where we're coming out of this convention.
Thanks for talking to us
You
tonight.
bet. Thank you.
And Aaron McPike, let me follow up on one of the line of questions that